Yo guys, OtakuOps here. How's it going? I hope everyone's doing fantastic. It's the festive period, so I hope you're getting at least a few days off, right? And it's the end of the year, so it's the time of lists. Everybody's making lists of favorite movies or favorite music or whatever. My list today is about the top anime of 2021, and I'll probably miss a few titles. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is kind of my list, so it's not the so-called objective list or something like that. Let's get started. And the first one is Fumetsu no Anatae, which was released this year. And you can watch it on Netflix and also Unext. Amazon Prime maybe as well. Anyway, so Fumetsu no Anatae, it's an interesting one because it started really well. I was very interested. I would say the first half was pretty good. But then it spectacularly just nosedives into oblivion. Basically, like, not to spoil too much of the story, but the main character goes to this island. He's kind of captured, even though like he's immortal, which is pretty interesting. But anyway, he goes to this island, and so half of the story takes place in this one location, whereas the story before that took place in many different locations, which was interesting. Like, I want to see new places, not the same place again and again. That's just one problem, of course. The other problem is that the characters were just not very interesting. And yeah, it's getting a second season, but I am not very hyped. So on to the next one. Next one is VVV Fluorite. You can watch it on Netflix and Hulu, also Unext and maybe Amazon Prime. VVV Fluorite, so it's made by the same studio that made Attack on Titan. So visually, it's very, very good, okay? Like, it's definitely up there. Story-wise, well, it reminds me a bit of Ghost in the Shell, but definitely not as deep as that, but still pretty good, pretty good. Definitely the main theme is AI versus humanity, or AI helping humanity, and of course that's a big topic these days, very hot topic. I recommend it if you can get it. Definitely don't spend like 100% on it. If it's on discount or something, check it out. It has a very high rating actually on IMDb. It's like 8.3 out of 10, which is really out of 9 because the maximum score on IMDb I think is 9.1 or something like that. So that's really what you're comparing to. Anyway, check it out. Very good. Voice acting was pretty good. Some music was fantastic. So definitely check it out. And next we do have Attack on Titan Season 4. So I have not watched this one, but I did watch Season 1 and 2. And I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Started a bit slow, but after some build-up, definitely delivers. So I can't comment on this particular season, but what I can say in general is that Attack on Titan has some great music, very good action, good character development, and that's pretty much all I'm looking for in any show. So yeah, you can watch it. Well, the latest season apparently you can watch it on Crunchyroll. I don't have it in Japan, so I have to wait for the DVD or something. Next one is Odd Taxi, and you can watch it on Unext and also Crunchyroll. So Odd Taxi, I've only watched a few episodes of it. So in my view, like, it's pretty slow so far. Definitely very, very slow. A lot of dialogue, like people just can't stop talking, which is not really the style I enjoy. I enjoy more when action leads the way, when you show something through action and not so much through words. But people say it's amazing. On IMDb, it has 8.6 out of 10. On Crunchyroll, it's 4.9 out of 5. So definitely people love it. People say it's great, but I have yet to see the greatness. The next one, so that's one of my favorites. So MVL Alternative, based on the visual novel of the same name. Visual novel, the game, is considered to be one of the greatest visual novels ever made. Okay, so already just get that out of the way. The anime is very, of course, it's very faithful to the core material, to the source material. They added a few things here and there, which I don't know. It made it a bit better, but at the same time, not really, because I like some mystery. I like some mystery. When they start to explain every little detail, I don't know. It kind of ruins the mystery. Like I wanna guess what happens sometimes. But anyway, so the music in it, when they use the original stuff from the game, cool, awesome. The new stuff, the new composition, not so much. Very hit and miss. So I would say definitely check it out if you're a fan of Mavlov. It's really good, actually. It's much better than what people say. And yeah, you can watch it on Crunchyroll. It's still actually airing, so probably you have to wait a little bit to get the DVD, etc. But I'll definitely get it when it's out. Next is Miraichan, and you can catch it on Netflix, Hulu, and Unext. It has, I can't see here, but it does have very high ratings. It has 97% liked it among Google users. Not sure how much that weighs, but anyway. So, Miraichan, yeah. In a nutshell, it's a type of story where a person sees ghosts and then things happen. That's basically it. I have watched a few episodes of it, but I have not finished, so I can't really comment on the whole story. So far, it's pretty good, but I wouldn't say like it's kind of amazing or anything like that. It's pretty good. It's decent. Like, give it a watch. Bstar Season 2. This one came out very early, I think, this year, probably in spring or something. You can catch it on Netflix and probably some other platforms, but this is the only one I could find. So Bstars, yeah, it's kind of a high school story with animals. And so they play on that a lot. So you have herbivore animals and carnivore. Kind of, there's already this conflict there, and they have a rule like carnivores can't eat herbivores, or if they do that, they get like definitely jailed or at least exiled, right? So yeah, Bstar Season 2 continues what Season 1 did, but in my opinion, it was not as good as Season 1. So just beware. The character development was a bit meh. Could be better. They probably will have a Season 3, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Am I really hyped for it though? Not really, but I'll probably check it out when it comes out. And finally, Link Click. So this one is actually a Chinese anime, and I was really surprised because, yeah, I don't hear or see much of Chinese anime. So I know that it's an industry that has a lot of money, obviously, and you know they're actually behind. Well, I think a Chinese studio is behind Doll's Frontline, which I'm looking forward to next year. I have the art books here, etc. But anyway, coming back to Link Click, this is a kind of interesting one. You can watch it on Funimation and probably other platforms. It's a story where basically two guys, they get some visual data, for example, photos, right? So they look at the photo, there's a situation in the photo, and they have a skill to go into that photo and then kind of influence the world. It reminds me a bit of Inception in that, you know, they go into this dream world and then they go into a particular situation of that character and they're able to change the real world situations within the dream. It's kind of like that, okay? So they go into these pictures and they change some stuff, and then stuff in the real world is changed as well. I've only watched one episode of it so far. I liked it, but obviously I have to see much more to really have an opinion on it. But definitely keep an eye on that one. I'm interested to see more, and I'll check it out. Very quickly from the honorable mentions. So the first one that people kind of liked, but I'm very skeptical about, is the ReZero anime. yeah, if you read some of the reviews on it, especially the negative stuff, I tend to connect actually with what people say in that in particular. So I'm not very interested in that one. So the next one is 86. Now that one I'm somewhat interested in seeing because yeah, it's sci-fi, it's mechs, and that's what I like. But some people say that it's not so good, so I'm a bit skeptical going into it as well. The next one is Jujutsu Kaisen. I have not watched it at all, so I don't know what it's about, but people like it. And the final one is Kimetsuno Yaiba. Again, I haven't seen any episodes whatsoever, not even the trailer, I think. So, yeah, people say it's good. You know, check it out if you like that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much it for the list. So now, in conclusion, 2021 as a whole year for anime, I would say it's been pretty disappointing. There are obviously some good things here and there, but overall, kind of a poor year. Obviously, I'm not watching certain things that other people are watching, and you know, I'm not trying to criticize. People can watch whatever they want. That's absolutely fine. But I'm just not interested in that kind of material at all. In my view, like, if you ask me, okay, what do I consider a good anime? I would say definitely Berserk, like especially the original one. Although the remake was pretty good too, and the following seasons were at least advanced the story. I know that people bitched about the 3D animation style, and I understand, but you know, at least we're getting it. That's one thing. Berserk Soul Eater. Soul Eater is my absolute favorite. Just fantastic show, funny, great character development, fantastic, great music. Elfen Lied, very emotional. Definitely at some point you'll have to have a tissue box next to you. And things like Last Exile or Wolf's Rain. Again, Cast Sharon Sins, fantastic stories. Of course, some characters we know already from before, but yeah, very good shows. That's what I consider kind of the golden bar of anime. So definitely this year, nothing came very close to that. So having said that, I hope next year is better. I definitely look forward to some stuff like Doll's Frontline, for example. Could be a good one. I'm still skeptical, but could be a good one. And there's probably more that I'm not even aware of yet. So that's pretty much it. That's kind of my list of the anime. I don't expect everybody to agree. That's not the point of this video. It's just to show what I'm watching, and if people are interested, then give it a go. You know, that's it. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not pointing a gun to anybody's head and forcing you to buy some DVDs. Not like that at all. All right, that's pretty much it. If you have your list of recommendations, drop it in the comment section below. I'm definitely interested to hear what you have to say. And I'm working on a few more videos this week, actually. There's one video where it's a commentary of the Game Awards 2021. So that's coming out soon. And also I'm working on Chinggis Khan 2, the DOS version. So it's going to be a how to play video like I did with L'Empereur. I'm going to explain every little button, what it does, and basically how to play the game. Cool game, a bit repetitive though. But it's a Koei game, so you know, that's how it was at the time. Alright, I also got the Steam version, by the way, but the Steam version is in Japanese, and I don't know Japanese, but I'll do my best. I'll try to find some differences and comment on that. Alright, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, happy holidays, happy belated Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year if I don't see you before that. All right, stay tuned. OtakuOps signing off.